YouTube, welcome again to Leona's Corner. My name is Leona and I'm going to be taking you through the guide to focus. Now, have you ever had that so important project or that massive assignment or even that business that you've been so meaning to get done, get finished, get somewhere with it at all? It can be the most frustrating place in the world when you cannot seem to focus. So many distractions around which can cause anxieties, can cause feelings of being overwhelmed, can even cause feelings of frustration that actually derail the entire project as it is. Well, here's a little bit of a guide to helping you focus so that you can actually get those things done. So, number one, prepare your space. I know it sounds so cliche, but there's something about an organized workspace where everything is pre-prepared. So basically, if you're doing an assignment, make sure your textbooks are out at the right pages, ready, sat there waiting for you to read them. The same thing with your pens, your pencils. If you're working on a computer, organize your desktop. Make sure the relevant windows are open, ready for you to read them. There's something about everything being set out in front of you that makes you ready. Think about it like this. When you sit at a dinner table, when you see that all the cutlery is in place, all the plates are in place, aren't you just ready to sit down and eat? Same thing, same mindset. Prepare your workspace to make sure it totally has a flow to it so that you can actually concentrate and not be looking everywhere for everything. Number two, get rid of distractions. Now, I know how obvious that sounds, but you'd be so surprised what people allow to be next to them when they're trying to focus. First of all, the phone needs to be in a different room and turned off, not on silent, because even on silent, those notifications have a way of giving that buzzing sound that get your attention. No, make sure it's completely off and make sure it's in a different room. Now, if you're a parent and obviously you need the phone to be on, that's fine. Give yourself a little bit of leeway for that, but the phone should be in a different room if possible. Make sure music is off. Make sure the TV is off. Sometimes silence is the best way to do it. If you are a person who likes to listen to music and that helps you focus, that's fine. Integrate that within some of these steps, but make sure it's not your favorite song that you're going to be bopping along to, and then before you know it, you're more focused on the music than you are on what you're doing. So be very, very, very clear with yourself with that. So yeah, get rid of distractions. The third thing is a really interesting one. Keep a pen and paper separate to one side. Let me tell you the reason why I'm telling you to do this. First of all, I don't know if you're anything like me, you will have literally been in a focused space, ready to get to work, and then all of a sudden you remember that thing you need to buy. You remember those clothes you need to put to wash. All of a sudden, everything else seems to take priority in those few moments. This is what you need to do. You need to literally get a pen and paper and write down all of these thoughts that come to mind as they come to mind. So if you've got a thought process that says, oh my gosh, I need to put the clothes to wash, or oh my gosh, I need to, go and get something from the shop, write it down. Write it down on this piece of paper. Let me tell you the reason why, because I guarantee that when you write it down, put it to one side and continue with your focus, when you've finished and you look back at that list, look at how unimportant those things are on that list. It's crazy how that works, but trust me, it does. And the fourth thing is consider how it's going to feel when you've finished. So put your mindset on, okay, when I finish this project, this is how I'm going to celebrate. This is what I'm going to do. These are the conversations I'm going to have. This is the relief I'm going to have. This is how much sleep I'm going to get. Think about it like that. Think about the reward of finishing after having that focus, because that is another thing that's going to really help you to get going. So a quick run through through those things again. First, prepare your space. Number two, get rid of distractions. Number three, keep that pen and paper for emergency thoughts at one side. And number four, consider the reward for the end of the project, the end of that time of focus. That right there is going to be the difference between you, I just can't be bothered, get into those feelings of I can't be bothered, to, do you know what, it's time to get to work. All those little things might seem small, but they mount up to something big. Everything in its place in its time. So yeah, hope that helps you and have a really great day.